Hey, baby. What is that? What's that mean, baby? Okay, if anyone up here, and then face, red, heart, shape. Are you okay? Are you drinking? I'm like, are you drinking? What does that mean? Shape, face, red, heart. Shape, face, red, heart. Is that something bad? Is that a ritual? Is that a ritual? What was that? Don't, yo, you scaring me, girl. That sound like a ritual. Oh my God, and I said it. Nothing better happen. What does that mean? Blueberry, blueberry. Where did she go? There she is. Those are hearts. Face red heart. Face red heart. I mean, shape face red heart. Shape face red heart. I feel like I'm doing a ritual. Yo, you saw that video? If that fucking thing was able to knock 3 grown fucking men off their fucking feet like that, because it came running down the stairs, and then it threw them, all three of them. Casey was on one side, Omar was on the other side, the other one was on the other side. It was just crazy. I'm sorry, hold on. So those are hearts. Okay. I'm like, okay. But yo, I'm not gonna say no names or no nothing, but that video is the one I was telling you to watch. Yo, uh, when I saw you, yo, oh, dame un vasito, vente, vamos. Look, oh no, I changed it to Fantasy Island. Cause I was like, yo, this video is too much. And the thing about Omar is Omar's always been a bitch. Even when he started, especially when he started, he was a bitch. Ow. He was a bitch when he started. And I was the one, I was like his third sub. Oh, Daddy, come here. Oh, he's peeing. He's peeing. Threw my phone. That video was the one telling me to watch. I threw my phone. That scared me. Let me tell you something. The Foreman brothers are number one up here. They are number one because they go and they help. Now, Twin Paranormal is trying to do what Josh does, but he doesn't understand that just saying and walking around blessed in the hand. No, you got to read the Bible. You got to be on the Bible, and Josh is on the Bible. That man prays, and then when he goes out, he puts his chain on. He brings it with him. He brings all the materials for cleansing in a box, and um, and Daddy, come here. You didn't look. So what you call that? Um, this is the first time something like this has happened to Omar. Omar has never gone through something like this. Nor has Mo Sargi, nor has Twin Paranormal. And Twin Paranormal is trying to be like Josh and pray and like a cleanse. To cleanse a house, you have to be close to God. Because when I got attacked for 2.5 years, okay? That I didn't get to sleep because no one would listen to me because everybody thought it was a lie and that I was lying. Hold on, baby. Baby blueberry muffin.
I love you, blueberry muffin.
Louder.
I love you, blueberry muffin.
I love you, blueberry muffin.
Take care.
Te quiero. That means I love you. Mhm. It sure did those three grown men. That's a power. Those people have to don't even touch anything because it'll attach to that, and wherever you go, you'll get the same problem. Trust me, I'm a survivor. Okay, I'm a survivor, and when I tell you I'm a survivor because I can tell you right now, somebody's already looking in. I'm gonna tell a story. If you want to come in, you can come in. She's already greeted you. Anyway, hold on a second. Let me get my glasses so I can read. Like, I'm gonna tell you a little story. I'm gonna tell you a little story. A 2.5 year fucking nightmare for me. Now, oh shit, my battery is fucking dead. Hold on. Fuck. It better not fucking go. It better not fucking go. I got the charge on it. I got the charge on it. So what I'll do is bring the little chair here. I'm gonna tell you a story that I need you to listen to. Because I always say I'm gonna say it and I never say it. Because the reason I never say it is because I always think that it's gonna come back to me. So I feel I've had my run in with a devil, with a demon. I love you too and that. We adore you, baby. If it's not, yeah. We love you more, baby. Mm. Let me tell you a story. Okay. One night I went out dancing. Okay. There was a guy. He was sitting like not like to the side, but not to the side, just like a little bit, like when you're playing pool and you go sideways. Well, he was like that, and I could see, and the bar was between us, and I could see him. And good mom, we don't need. We don't need a dead battery. Trust me, I hopefully got it in on time. Oh shit. Bobby, I saw electricity when I plugged in the thing. But anyway, let me tell you a little story. Oh, this person on this app makes me so sick. You make me so sick. There's two people who make me really, really sick. But we're not talking about that. Guess what? Hey, Rosie, how are you? I was about to tell a little story. That happened to me. So if you want to say, you're welcome. I saw your live this afternoon. I didn't see your live. I saw your replay. You were at the nail salon. Yeah. I just saw the beginning and I saw you at the nail salon and I just wrote, I don't know. I don't remember. All right, let's go into the story. All right. I went out dancing one night and there was this guy that had a black shirt on, black pants, and black shoes. You know, when you go out dancing out here, especially in Orlando, you got to go looking to the T because this is tourist land and everybody out there is going to judge you, especially out here. You will be judged. Rosie, Blueberry Muffin, say hi to you. Can't stay long. That's fine, honey. Come here to say hello. Hello. I'm about to tell a story. There's Blueberry Muffin. She's saying hi to you. All right, so this is what happened. I went. If not, I'm not just gonna say nothing. Okay, let's go. So I went dancing, and there was a man that was straight across from me, and he was staring at me, and I was staring at him back. Oh my God, he was a very good-looking man, and he kept staring at me. I was all dressed in black, and so was he. But there was something about his eyes I didn't like. I don't know. There was something about his eyes. I didn't like it. He had these eyes. They were so black. I mean, had never seen somebody with black eyes like that. I've seen brown eyes, blue eyes, hazel eyes. My whole family's full of it. I'm the only one who came out with brown eyes. hmm So anyway, he came over and he asked me to dance, and I went to dance with him. And when I danced with him, he had like an odor of like sulfur. Have you ever heard of the smell of sulfur? If you smell sulfur, there's a demon around you. He smelled like sulfur. And when he smelled like sulfur, I knew I backed away from him. And he was just too fine. There was something about him that he was just too fine. He was perfect in every way. Uh, and And then he walks me back to where I'm sitting. I say thank you, and then he goes back to where he was sitting. And then another song came on, and it was merengue. We got merengue, bachata, salsa, hip hop, R&B, all the songs, all the music. I know it all. I know all the songs from the 50s, 40s, 30s. I know more. Exactly, he'll tell you. hmm I know how to dance and I know how to I got I love it. I got great beat. There's not many people who have beat. I do. I was born with it. But anyway, there was something about him that he was too perfect. And I was like, there's something about him, he's too perfect. Am I gonna be able to trust this guy? You know, he's too fine. I don't think I was like, if he's this fine, I'm gonna have problems with women. And since he's that fine, women are going to throw themselves at him. 100% they're going to throw themselves on him. And I'm telling you, I smell sulfur. Oh my God. And you know there was a demon around you. And after we danced again, like 4 songs before we danced again, He grabbed me by my hand, and the VIP upstairs was closed because the club was not full. It was on a Tuesday night, and we just wanted to go in and have a couple of drinks and dance because we know how to dance, especially my sister Maddie, me and my sister Maddie, and we know how to dance, and we know how to dance together, salsa in Spanish. So me and her were dancing because Orlando's a gay town, so it's not uncommon to see two women and two men dancing. We live it every day here. The men go into women's bathroom, women's go into men's bathroom. What the bathrooms are just bathrooms. Nobody's gonna jump over and look in your store. Nobody wants to be there. If they're there, they're gay they're gay for the day, or they're gay for they're gay to be there, because it's a gay club. It's a gay club, just like Parliament House is a gay club. Now he grabbed me by my hand and he ran me up the steps. I didn't understand what he was doing. And he threw me against the wall and he started kissing me, making out with me. And I got my eyes open, like looking at him, like, what the fuck is he doing? And I pushed him away, and he said, uh, he said, you don't understand, do you? And I said, what? And he said, you really don't understand, do you? And I said, I don't understand why. He said, you don't understand. And then I walked away. I hadn't even met my husband yet. Okay. Now is when me and my husband meet. But before me and my husband met, I ended up going, he ended up picking me up. This guy. Somehow he drove me home. And my sister and Renee, my I had a nanny and for my girls, and her name was Renee. She used to be a prostitute on Orange Blossom Trail. We call OBT is the strip. And she was white, blue eyes, beautiful. And I felt so, you know what? I'm going to look her up on Facebook. I hope she never, because she was too into getting high. I mean, I used to do a bumps, of coke, but nothing major. Just to stay awake from the liquor that I'm drinking. It wakes you back up and you're able to go on and you're back on the dance floor. It's easy. And if you want to get away with it on the dance floor, just take one of those Afrin bottles for your nose, fill it with water, and that it opens, fill it with water and throw whatever you want in there, coke, and shake it, and you take it to the club. If you're on the dance floor, you pass it to all your friends, and everybody just takes it, does it right there. We got away with it. That was back in the day, though. so anyway, sorry, my cigarette's turned off. Um, he picked me up, but I made Renee come with me. I took this girl off the streets. I got to clean. There's weed all over this bed. So I took her off the street and I told her, I'm gonna buy throw them clothes out. She had all hooker clothes. Beautiful ones too. Beautiful ones. But I made her throw them all out. I made her throw them all out. And I told her, you are now my nanny. I will pay you to take care of my kids, and I will buy you a 20 of fucking Coke a day if it's going to leave you here. I don't want you on the street. Don't you see they're killing everybody here? That's on 33rd and um Orange Blossom Trail, 34th and Orange Blossom Trail. And I took off the street. I cleaned her up. I bought her clothes, and she became a good person. I mean, she she was good. She took care of my kids excellent. I can never complain because she would get up in the morning earlier than me, and I worked in that hotel. We were living in a hotel. It was awesome. You don't even know. I was manager, head of housekeeping, head of security, head of everything. I was head of everything because I was the first person to go in that hotel. And I told him, if you need somebody to clean rooms, I'll do it. And he told me, okay, no problem. He had nobody. He had a guy working there that didn't even know how to fucking count. And I told him, this guy don't know how to count. Do you understand that? And he told me, who don't know how to count? And I said, the guy you got working for you. He said, would you work for me? But the first night I went and I cleaned rooms for him. That night he gave me $80 to clean a room. I was like, fuck that, hell yeah, why not? And there was no cameras, so we used to rent out the rooms and then clean them before he would get on property because we know when he was getting on property because he always stood across the street and watched us for a couple of hours, for like 2 hours, and while he talked to the prostitutes. And it was his hotel. But let me tell you something. He was also an not an orthodontic. That's what I worked for. Orthopedic. Yes, an orthopedic. And when he had an office on OBT, his office, but was on the good side of OBT. On the bad side of OBT, he had a hotel. His wife left him because she didn't want to be in that hotel. We had to fucking make that shit look great. And what I did was I changed the hotel from being a fuck come and fuck. No, it's either families or nobody. So I would only rent to people who had children. And we had gates everywhere. And we had security guards that I hired, Rich and this guy Goldo. That means fat, so we call him Goldo. And Goldo, they had the security. I bought them shirts that said security. I bought them flashlights. I bought them everything. So my kids were able to go out and play there, and nothing will happen because all the kids were all together. There were like 18 of them, and I used to give my daughter, my 11-year-old at that time, so much money that she would take every kid from the fucking hotel to McDonald's on OBT. So now let me get back to all right. This guy picked me up, right? And when he picked me up, I told Renee, come with me. And I left the kids with Evelyn. Evelyn was the kids' mommy, Evie. So, damn it. So, to the kids, they call her mommy, Evie. So, um, hold on. I'm sorry. So then they call her mommy, Evie. They loved her that much. Hey, tomorrow you have to pick up my medicine. Llama, estoy en cámara, so no diga cuál. In the morning, you're gonna go get it, right? Okay. That is just sitting on the counter. I told him, bring me juice, and he brings me a cup full of juice. So that guy told me, you don't understand, do you? And I was like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Can you tell me what you mean? ever want to smell again. No, right? So then, um, the guy told me, "You really don't understand who I am, do you?" And when I looked at him, the whites of his eyes were black. His eyes were black. So now, um, he said, I told him, look, he asked me to go to his house. I went to his house, but I took Renee. And he kept telling me, come lay down in my bed. Come lay down in my bed. I'm like, no, 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 no. And then Renee fucking asks him for a blanket and she lays on the sofa. And she goes, yeah, I can go to his room. I'm like, Renee, I brought you for the reason that I don't want to go into his room. What the hell is wrong with you? Why did you do that? And she's like, oh, I thought you wanted to be with him. I'm like, no, I didn't want to be with him. I think he's fine, but there's something wrong going on with him. And she's like, ah, girl, you need to stop. You just don't want to date. You just want, she's like, you don't want to date. I told her, I do want to date. It's not that I don't want to date. I do want to date, but I'm not going to date a fucking weirdo. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm moving blankets. And she's like, that guy is so fine. That guy will give you everything. That guy has money. I'm like, I don't care, Renee. Renee, you got that mindset straight up, demon. I said, Renee, you have that mindset of he's fine, so let's sue him. No, I told her, get that mentality out of your mind because what you're telling me is, hey, go get fucked out of here and wait because she's that kind of a girl. Trust me. Okay, Renee lasted with me 8 years, and she wanted to come when she went. She left back to Tennessee because I put her on a bus. I told her I don't know where you're gonna go, but we left the hotel. They closed it up, and I'm like, I don't know where you're gonna go, but sorry. If you don't, I told. She goes, just give me a couple of days, and I'll make some good money. I told, no, you're not going back to the street. So this car drives by me, and who's in this car? The same guy, but now it's a blue car. And I said, look, Renee. And Renee looks, and I said, and I looked at him, I said, how did you find me? Because I made him drop me off at the McDonald's. I didn't want him to know where I was, where I lived. So I was going to meet him at the McDonald's, which was right across the street. He just didn't know it. So, um, what happens? So he tells me, he pulls up, he calls me over to me, he tells me, you still don't understand, do you? Because I went out on a date with my husband, okay? And he said, you better drop him or I will. I was like, what did you say? He said, you better drop him or I will. Like, in other words, he's going to get rid of my husband. But at that time, my husband wasn't my husband. My husband was my boyfriend. I mean, nothing, not really. He was nothing. We went dancing one night. That was all. And me and my husband met like that. We went dancing. I met him dancing, and I fell in love with him that same night. And I saw him. And I was supposed to be there anyway on a date with his friend. And I chose him instead. I took him. I said, no. I told my daughter, tells me, Mom, but you went on a date with this one. I was like, sorry, I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I said, I liked his friend. And she was like, no, Mom, no, you can't do that, Mom. I'm like, I can do anything I want. Hello? I think I could do anything I want, right? I'm grown. And she's like, Mom, don't do that, Mom. After you went out with this one, with this guy, you're gonna with his friend, you're gonna go out with him. I'm like, just watch me do it, and that's exactly what I did. So now this guy, I saw him when I started going out to dinner with my husband. So one day, my husband didn't even know. My husband took me to this restaurant that he goes that's right down the road, and he buys it's this big shrimp plate for me. It's full of shrimp and onions and everything in the Spanish style. It's really good. So it's full of big, big shrimp. So anyway, when my husband stopped there, um, I saw him, and now he was in a red car, and my husband was inside, but my husband was in my husband then, and he was inside, and the guy, I I, I was standing outside smoking a cigarette, and this guy fucking pulls up in a red car, and I look at him, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "You don't understand yet, do you?" And I kept saying, "Why do you keep telling me that? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me." And then let's see how many views this gets. Because I mean, it went up to 40 something the other day for a fucking story. Anyway, they're not gonna come while I'm on. Never. While we're on, sorry. And okay, I'm still here, Mom. I know, baby. I'm telling you a story. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to. We can change the conversation. But you tell me if you want me to keep on or not. I'll keep on until you tell me to stop. But he told me again, you're not understanding, are you? And when he said, "Are you?" I saw nothing but black in his eyes, nothing but black. And I turned around and where is everybody, Mom? I don't know. I don't have a clue. I didn't even see this my notifications come out. I didn't see it come out. I usually see it. I didn't see it. Rosie saw it, so she pulled in. I don't know where everybody's at. I don't have a clue. But I bet you after I finish talking, everybody's gonna come to watch the video because they won't come while I'm on, while we're on. I'm listening. I like to hear it. Okay. So he told me again, "You're not understanding, are you? You're really not." And I'm like, "What is this man trying to tell me?" And I got together with my husband and I said, "I'll never see that guy again. Thank God." I said, and I don't want to see him again ever. Never, ever do I want to see this man again. Never, ever, ever. So then, oh, I gotta call my brother too. So then, so all right. So then I met my husband and everything, and I went out to date. I went on a date with him and everything, and I was supposed to be with his friend, but I didn't like his friend. I liked him. So, um, I mean, I didn't even give him a choice. I told him on Friday you're moving into my house, so pack your shit. That's what I told him, right in front of all his boys. And I told him, "You're coming to live with me on Friday, and that's it, bottom line, and pack your shit." Remember, remember that, Daddy? You remember, Daddy? Daddy? Oh, yeah. You can't even hear me. Daddy, I'm talking to you. You remember? He goes, "Yeah." but he's sneezing so bad. It's driving me insane. Anyway, I feel so bad for him though. Anyway, I met my husband. We weren't exclusive. We were nothing. So I went out again dancing, and again I said, "This is the last time I'm gonna see this man." And I thought, and that same night, to me, I saw him. His face change, like his mouth. He smiled, and his laugh was like so big that it was up to the top of his cheek of bone. That's how big it looked to me, with his eyes black. And I said, fuck that. And I had already fallen in love with my husband. I was like, you know what? You're coming to live with me. And my brother was staying here at that time, but I threw my brother out. And he was my real brother. I met him and I fucking took care of him for 28 years. I paid his rent, his light, his food. He never gave me nothing, nothing ever. I paid for everything, even everything for him. He never gave me nothing, no money for food, no money to help me with bills, nothing. Oh, I got child support. Oh, I need gas. I need this. Or everything was always something. His allergies must be acting up. Yeah, baby, you know your dad. Very good. I'm like, you know your dad. Very good. All right, so daddy moved in. I thought I'd never see that guy again. I was wrong. But I saw him again, and when he smiled at me, bro, it was a straight up demon smile. I didn't like it. I pulled away, and I told him I'm here with somebody. Stop. Leave me alone. I told him. He was like, "It's that you're not understanding." And that's when I ran up my staircase, and I went, took off my shoes and everything, and I fucking put my hair in a bun, did the routine, kept thinking, why is this guy stalking me? I don't even know him. And why is he so dark? Like he was he was like my husband's color. But thing is, um he just looked black. Not his face, not his hands, just himself. His soul, he had a black soul. When I see his soul was black, it was fucking black. And so, let's just see. So then, what do I do? Uh, I've moved in with my man, and the first thing that happens to me is that I start getting attacked by a demon. Blue people, what? AKA the blues. Did you change your? Is this on now? Did you change yourself? Who is that? Who is it? Who is that, boo boo? Who is it? It's like a no. Maybe it's a no. LM. What am I saying now? LM. I'm saying a no. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna go on with my story because I want to get to it. So mm, before my husband moved in, I came and I had to be alone, and so I was scared out of my fucking mind. And I would go. It would. I would go and sleep in my daughter's room with her. This is the ending of her living here. I miss my baby so much. So anyway, who is that? Blue people, aka the blues. Oh. So anyway, I started having these dreams of being raped. I started dreaming that I was being raped, And every day it'd be the same dream. I was getting raped. And then Big Homie is a friend. Oh, Big Homie is a friend. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hi. I'm like, that's right. Hi. Okay, so let me get through this. So then so then I'm telling you what happened. Let me just concentrate. Let me do one thing at a time. All right. Okay, sweetheart. Your daddy's mini me. I got two blues here. One is robot. Listen to me. Let's just go on real quick with this. So the guy that kept telling me that I didn't understand, that motherfucker started showing up in my dreams. In my dreams. And then he wasn't in my dreams no more. Now he was physically attacking me every way he could. First he started with pulling my hair, then he started with pinching me. Then the pinching was the worst because he would pinch me between my legs up towards my buttocks, and he would pinch me there so hard. And then he would stop me from moving. You know, when you're in that state that you're awake and you see everything that's happening, but you can't move. And he would pinch me between my legs. And he knew that I hated that. And that it hurt me. And he would pinch me like that. My husband ended up having to wake me up nights after nights after nights. I would wake up screaming from the dream, and then I would get attacked at 6 o'clock in the morning when my husband would leave to work. As soon as my husband leaves to work, I'm still in bed sleeping, and that's when it would attack me again, and it would rape me. It started raping me, and it stunk so bad. He stunk so bad that I never have smelled that before. And I was like, what is that smell? And I was having an actual conversation with him in my mind. He was telling me, I told you you didn't understand. I told you that you didn't understand. And he would say that over and over to me. Oh, I just got goose pimples, goosebumps, I'm sorry, all over my body from my head to my toes. That's nothing. Yesterday I felt something run by me cold. Here, run by me and cold. I said, Daddy, something was just freezing cold right now. Don't put me in no damn fucking freezer shit. Just cremate me and that's a wrap. Fuck that. I don't want to be under no fucking ground, and I don't want to be in no mausoleum just to keep me at home or dump my ashes where I love being at. But I'm not going on the ground, and I'm not going to a mausoleum, and I'm not going, no. I want to be cremated and done with and spread my ashes, and I will be guiding you through your life. I will be your guardian angel. Like I told my husband, if I was to die before him, if he sees that I'm making noise, that he is hearing noise and things are falling, is because the woman that he got is cheating on him. I always tell him this. If I haunt you when I die, is because the woman you have chosen after me is no good, and she's cheating on you and she's using you for your money. And we always had that deal that if I died first, or he died first, that we would leave each other alone and just be each other's guardian angel. But um, if the person was being cheated on, we would make noise and I just dropped my ring. Damn it! I just dropped my ring. Damn it! I dropped my fucking ring. I can't see shit here. I got the big lights off. Fuck it, I'll get it tomorrow. Ain't no big deal. Nobody's gonna walk in here, but it's expensive, so I don't wanna. I'm changing my name again. Mom, read my comment. I read it. Oh, and you're changing your name again. Exactly, Mom. You're so crazy. I love you. You're crazy. Let me finish this real fast. Because I'm gonna forget. And I wanna tell you. So for about 2 years and a half, it did the same thing to me every day. Every day. I wake up with scratches, black and blues. I've been in the kitchen and heard things moving in the room. I've been in the room, I heard things moving in the kitchen. I mean, I went through it bad, and he stunk so bad. And the last time he came to me was when he told me, not the last time, when he told me what he wanted, and that I didn't understand, was that he told me, I won't I won't jump on you today. I didn't come here to do that saying. Now he's holding me down on the bed. Not by holding me, just by his powers. And he tells me straight up, he said, I'm gonna show you now what I meant by you don't understand. And I said, fuck it, it's time I find out. So I found out. He said, let's go. I said, okay, let's go. I'm trying to throw this away. I don't want to. I can't find my ashtray. Yeah, right. Okay. So he jumped on me, and this time he stunk worse than worse. I mean, it was so bad. He stunk, and he was on top of me, and he was pressuring himself inside of me, like trying to. I mean, you've seen the videos. I mean, that's what was happening to me. It was horrible. And he took me, he said, let's go. And he grabbed my arm and he took me. My body, I can see my body laying in the bed, but I wasn't there. My soul wasn't there. My spirit wasn't there. It was with him. He took me to this place that was made out of concrete. And it was so big that I can tell you it was as big as driving from here to New York. That's how big that house was. You could never find the ending. What's that sound? Where? Don't tell me that, because it's gonna do it again, and I refuse to go through that again. So with the blood of Jesus, get the fuck out if you're not my brother, my father, or my sister. Fuck out of here. You're not allowed to stay in my house. You're not allowed to fucking touch me, so don't even try it. I got holy oil and water. I'm good. So when you said mom was that sound, I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm like, oh shit, no. So I'm walking in this big fucking place. There's like a fucking mausoleum, and he tells me, look to your right, and I look to my right, and all you saw was children, children playing everywhere. Just a bunch of children. Don't tell me that. Scaring me. Daddy's here, but he won't be here in the morning. Don't say that to me. Oh, yes, he is. I think he is. Okay, so when he showed me what it was a bunch of babies, a bunch of kids. A bunch of kids that he told me were his children. They must have been thousands, 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 thousands. And he said, they're all demons. They're all my children. I brought you because I chose you. You are going to marry me and you're going to help me raise every one of these children. I told him, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I said, with the blood of Jesus, I promise you, no, I'm not. And he said, stop it. Don't say that name. He was always been mad at God because God destroyed Lilith. I can't say her name right. Lilith. Lilith. I don't know how to say it. But Lilith, the one in the Bible, she was before Eve. Everybody says Adam and Eve were the first ones. No, they weren't. Lilith was around. She was up, and the Lucifer was one fucking fine hell fucking angel. He really was. Yep. He was one of, let me tell you something. He he wanted me to raise all his children and he wanted me to help him and that I had no choice. He chose me. And that the reason he stood for 2.5 years was because I will always be the mother of all those children. And that when I died, that he was going to take my soul. And that I was one way or another helping him raise his children. And I told him no. And he let go of me and I fell into the bed. My spirit did. And I fell right in and I grabbed Daddy and I told Daddy, I said, I just got raped. I told him everything. And he was like, what are you talking about? So we ended up, I'm not Catholic. My mother was Catholic. I'm Pentecostal. My father was Pentecostal. We were brought up in Pentecostal in church. So, let's say, let me break this. I got a fucking pill breaker, and I don't find it nowhere. So I'm gonna have to just break it. Let me hit it. Hit it with what? Let me hit it with something. Oh, I know what to hit it with. I know. So anyway, Lilith was the first woman that Lucifer fell in love with her. God had made her already. She was up there, and God saw the sin in it, and God didn't like it. And Lucifer, he fell in love with Lilith. I don't know how to say her name. Lilith. And then, I don't know how to say it. I can't say it. I have that stuff when I say it. But Lucifer was one hell of a fine motherfucker. He was the strongest, the finest, the best. He did everything. He was God's right hand man. He did everything God told him to do. But then he said, oh, I'm going around doing everything that he's telling me to do. Well, why can't I be him? Why do I have to go do everything? You have to do everything because God said so. That's why. There was no comment back. God's not going to comment back and tell him, yeah, you're not getting this because you want it. And he fell, the devil, Lucifer, fell in love with her. And that's when the first real sin happened because he wanted to be stronger than God. Even God gave him the strength of 50 men. God gave him the strength, the powers to do everything in God's name, not in a sin kind of way. Lilith was never to be touched. She was there to be seen and to worship God. God was trying to see what was good. That's when you hear God thought it was good, so he made it. So I find a lot of dumb people up here when it comes down to God, but a lot. But let me tell you, um, the last night that was the night that I ran into a Catholic church, and this priest tells me, that's why I never go to a Catholic church. It's so boring too. All they do is not us. We be like jamming. We dance to God's music. We scream. We run up and down the aisle dancing to God. I mean, decent, but dancing, playing the tambourine, playing the drums. I got rhythm. I can play anything and I can dance to anything. And so when God saw that Lucifer was falling in love with her and going crazy over her, he killed her. He took her away. And that's when Lucifer got crazy and started hating God. And he said, God told him to do something, and he said, why don't you do it? In other words, I'm cutting the words short, not thou, thee, we, well, all that. No, I'm cutting it to a way you can understand it. God saw that it wasn't clean, and he got rid of her. And he told him, he's like, I've done everything for you, and you take her away. He was never to touch her. You were not to touch her. She was not there to be touched. So God destroyed her. And that's when Lucifer went crazy. And he told God, I don't want to, I don't want to reign on your, in other words, I don't want to reign on your parade, but I want my own kingdom. God said, you want your own kingdom? No problem. Let's do this. And kicked him out and gave him the pit of hell. He said, you can go ahead and I'm going to give everybody free will. So they're going to have a chance to either want to be with you or want to be with me. It's up to you guys. And he gave us free will. And with all the free will we have, we go exactly. That's right, baby. And let me tell you something. All I ever wanted to be was a preacher all my life. Because I know the word of God and I don't play. Well, I was coming up a street and it was in the middle of the night. And I was coming up the street, right? And I was by myself. And it was so dark, the street. I used to cross Central Park at 3 o'clock in the middle of Central Park, to cross from the west side to the east side to go visit a friend. I used to walk right through the park at 3 o'clock in the morning and not be scared. We used to rule Central Park. We ruled it. Like 40 of us. What they want to do? Shit. Wherever we went, everybody went. The whole gang went. So that's why God got rid of her, and God told him, "You want your own? You can do it. Believe in me." Same thing Antoine said. Thank you, baby. I've always wanted to be. That's all. I'm a daddy's girl. I wanted to go to church with him. Why everybody want to stay home? I wanted to go. I wanted to go. I wanted to go. I wanted to get the fucking go over there so bad. I wanted to go to church so fucking bad. Nothing will stop me. My father used to say, "I'm going to church," and I was like, "I'm coming." And all my sisters were like, "Nope, we're gonna go spend time with our boyfriends." Meanwhile, then I got a boyfriend, and then after I got the boyfriend, I decided that I don't want to go to church no more. So then, anyway, what happened over here was the last was this damn um Catholic man told me to my face after I'm telling him how I have been attacked for how I'm telling him how I've been attacked for 2.5 years, and he's gonna come and he's gonna tell me that I'm wrong, that that's not how the evil one comes. No, how does the evil one come then? Does he ring your doorbell? Does he knock? That's exactly what I told him. I told him, you know what? Why did I come here when you're not even my religion? I said I came here because of the movies I've seen that they use priests, and you're a priest, and he gives me a yellow small that doesn't even go around my neck, so small, yellow plastic cross, and told me go home and use this cross and pray. I told him fuck out of here. I took the cross with me. That's not my religion. I don't use crosses. I don't do that. We don't use crosses because we don't want to be reminded of God hanging on that cross every day of our lives. Yes, we want to be reminded, but we don't want to see him in that light all the time. So why do we have to stand there and watch him dead up on a thing? We don't want to see him like that no more. He went through hell for us. And what we're gonna do? We're gonna go and do that? No, fuck out of here. Mm-mm. So I took the little rosary he gave me, put it in my hand, and we pulled up. We were gonna go into this to get sage, and sage would have made it only worse. So don't sage your houses. It makes it worse. It ramps up the fucking energy. Trust me. Well, I'm drinking a little juice. Oh no, I don't know if I drank it or not. Oh my god. Damn, I was thirsty. I hope I drank it and it didn't go in my thing. I'm making a vitamin pack and taking my Metropolo. And until you hear me breaking, it's too big. I can't take this dose. It's too big. I'm supposed to be on 25 milligrams, and they want to put me on. I think this is a 200 pill. So I broke it. I'm like, so I broke it. So I was passing by looking for a botanica. Botanicas were the witches and like my cousins. What they do witchcraft. You buy idols there, things that we don't believe in idols. We don't believe in idols. People sit there. These Catholic people sit there and they pray to these idols. Saint Mary, Saint Joseph. Let me tell you, Saint Mary and Saint Joseph were Mary and Joseph. There was nothing saint about them. Okay, they people would. I think about how I was being saw the movie Passion of Christ. Of course, Mel Gibson. He was genius. He was genius. He he did it exactly how it happened because the man that helped carry that cross was a black man, and his hair was made of wool. That's why I tell everybody Jesus was a black man. What does it say? His skin was like caramel. His hair was full like wool. That's a black man that he's that describing. It's a black man. And let me tell you something. Ask any of these preachers and they'll tell you he was a black man. Yes, ma'am. He was a black man. His hair was made of wool. His skin was the color of caramel. That's what the Bible says. And the Bible's not a lie, right? We all know the Bible's not a lie. His hair was made of, and the man that helped carry him that cross was a black man. Okay? So, if you go to these things and buy these idols and put up saints all over your house, like my mother used to do, she had her favorite saint was Saint Lazarus, Jesus' best friend, who was laid up, dying, and everybody kept running to the village to tell Jesus that his best friend was dying and he's over there helping everybody, but he's not helping his best friend. And what did he tell them? I'll be there. And they're like, but he's dying. And what did he say? I'll be there. And everybody say, you ain't got no powers, you ain't nothing. And what did he say? I will be there. And nobody believed in his word. And they're like, oh, this is the last day he has. Lazarus is dying. And they told him again at like 5:30 in the morning. Remember when everybody come running in? Your best friend is dying and you're here. And he said, I'll be there. And nobody understand. He said, I'll be there. He said, yeah, if God's telling you he's going to be there, he's going to be there. And he got there just in time, didn't he? Oh, I think so, right? So while you buy these idols and you put candles up around your house, you're inviting spirits to come. You're inviting people that have passed away in your house, or your mother, your father that's dead, or whatever. You're bringing their energy in by saging your house. You're bringing energy in the house that doesn't belong there. Now, if you don't believe me, the Bible's not a lie, is it? So then read it. Everybody read it. Because I'm talking to everybody who's going to come out of this video. If you don't believe me, read it. Now, I bet they're going to all agree that Jesus was a black man. And the man who helped him carry the cross was a black man. While everybody turned on him and did everything to him, and everybody came screaming at him, your best friend is dying and you don't even care. He said, I will be there, trust in his word. It's weed now. I'm rolling a little joint. And bro, I'm smoking a little roach, but I don't want to roll. So anyway, he got there just in time, didn't he? I think he did. He said he'd be there. If you can't trust in God's name and word, then what can you trust in? You can't trust in your neighbor because you don't trust your neighbor because of free will. Because God gave us the choice to live in sin or to either rock and roll with Him. And I'd rather rock and roll with God than anything else. Bottom line. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm just fine. And when I tell you, Passion of Christ was a great movie. Mel Gibson won an Oscar for it. And he did a great job. He did a great job. But they should have used a black man to play that part. And people go and buy these idols of Lazarus was not a saint. His name was Lazarus. And everybody's like, oh, St. Lazarus. No, Lazarus was a man just like me and you. Lazarus was a man with skin and flesh and blood. So was Mary, so was Joseph, so was everybody. Mark, Job, everybody, they were not saints. Saint is the only saint there was God, Jesus. Okay? Now everybody calls her Saint Mary. Mary was a woman that God chose to take his son and bring him out and raise him. God knew what he was going to go through from the beginning. God knew that he was going to sacrifice his son. He knew it. He knew it. And he did what he said he was going to do. So we can't hate him because of it, because we would be judging, wouldn't we? And we can't judge because it's a sin, isn't it? I am rocking with Jesus, always have and always will. That's right. That's right. That is 100% right. And let me tell you something. Um, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad because my father always wanted me to be a preacher, and I never was. And instead, I chose the high road and chose to go. And bless you, Daddy. And um, that's why the devil was created. He was an angel. He was the strongest, the fastest. There was no one other. There was not another angel like him. Never was. Damn it, my juice thing fell. I'll get it now when I get up. Leave it alone. Don't touch what's not yours. But anyway, what I was telling you is, she's where I'm rocking with Jesus. And Jesus is reading that too. And he knows you're saying it. He gave us free will. And what do we do with free will? We talk about our neighbors. We fight with them. We lie on them. 23 Fuck Street. We lie on them. We pick on them. We bully people. All of that, that is a sin. I don't want no part of it. That's why I said I am done. Who was I fighting? Why was I fighting her for? I found Susie's number today. I lost it in that phone. I saw Susie's number today. I kept calling her and calling her and calling her and calling her and calling her. And something gave me that number because I needed to know something. And the number appeared from nowhere. I've never even seen that chat. I never even seen that app. I've never seen it. I don't even know if I ever find it again. But Susie was a very God's girl. Very, very. Susie was in church every Sunday. Susie was always happy, blessed Sunday, and Susie always, 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 always. She was really close to God. So I don't know if anybody thought that she was scared. She's fighting for her life, man. But anyway, God knows what he does because God don't make no mistakes. That's why I see them raising these babies. And I saw a video and I got it on our page. It's not that far down. This guy takes his nephew and he puts him nephew's only gonna be 3 years old, and he tells him, oh, you want to look at my phone? Come here, let me show you some beautiful women. And the little boy's got his hand in his mouth. He's a little boy, and he goes, I want to see some boys. And he said, his uncle says, what? He goes, boys. I want to see some boys. Boys. I want boys. 3 years old, asking for boys. We have that video on our page. It's a couple of videos down. I put it up, I think yesterday. Boys. I want to see boys. Boys. A little boy saying, I want to see boys. Boys. I want to see boys. hmm I was like, oh my God. Why would you even post that? Because everybody is making it okay to dress the little boys in dresses and let them hair grow long and let them paint their nails because you're not directing your children in the right way. I mean, I go on TikTok and I see how these little boys say, I want boys, boys, I want boys. And I see this, and their family's like, what? And there's some families like, oh, like, I'm sorry, but this is the only way to say it. I mean, we're all sinners, right? But if you let your child get confused at the age of 3, he'll be nothing at the age of 10. Do you understand? He'll be thinking about not school, not nothing, not working, nothing, but boys. He wants boys. If you don't guide your children, they go and they do what they want. Why are girls wanting girls? Because men don't want to take care of their women in bed. As long as they get off, they don't care about nobody else. Men are very selfish. hmm It's a sin to live without being married. It's a sin. But what's a bigger sin is to turn a little boy into a girl, or turn a girl into a boy. I got a video. We got a video. You gotta go down. This little girl talking about y'all better stop talking about me because I ain't coming for y'all, but y'all getting my hype up and this and that. A little girl, she ain't got no breasts, nothing. Little girl, skinny girl, who's gonna be nothing. She's gonna be a nobody. That's what she's gonna be. Nothing. She's ready, and my hype is up. So if y'all hoes wanna fight, this girl can't be no older than 11 years old. Who the fuck she gonna fight? Yo, we got a video on this page of a woman and her friend. No, a woman and her daughter are in a car, and they get out to go to the store, and they end up in a fight with the girls. And this big girl is pushing the little girl and telling her, "You're a kid. You're a kid. You don't get in. You're a kid. That kid whipped the fuck out of that girl's ass." If you want me to send you the video, I'll send it to you. She beat the fuck out of that girl. It's in the shorts. She's like, and my hype is up already. You already tell she's gonna be gay. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. It doesn't go that way because you guys want it. There is no Adam and Steve. It's Adam and Eve. And whoever is letting their child. Did you see that little baby boy? They tattooed his whole body. A little boy tattooed his whole body. They don't understand that when he grows up and stretches up, he's going to have nothing but big, long stretch marks all over his body. He's not even 1.5, and he's covered in tattoos. I got 2 tattoos. Getting tattoos is a sin. Piercing your body is a sin. I got 3 belly button earrings. I have them on. I don't got them on. I made a deal with God. I made a deal with God one time, and he stuck to his deal, and I have to stick to the deal. I told him, I'll take this off if you do this for me, and he did it. So I never put the earrings back in because I'll be going back on my word. And I'm not going back on my word. Not on God. Because piercings and all of that around your body is to attract men. That's what it is to attract men. Not because you like it, because you think it's cute. It's to attract men. And if you don't take it, if you see your child's going in a way that is not right, homosexual, whatever, no, stop it. Stop it. And let them know that you will disown them if they choose that path. If my daughter chose the path to be gay, I'm sorry. I taught her too much about God for her to even look that way. So now you know what happened to me for 2.5 years, and then my if people would read the Bible and stop reading everything else, you can sit down and what makes me mad is that people can sit down and go through a 3 hour live talking about everybody on damn YouTube, but they can't sit down and read the Bible for half an hour. But who am I to judge, right? I can't judge. But yeah, rather watch us get up here and have a fight to get views, right? Hello, hello. So if there's not a fight, there's nothing. Because that's what the devil likes to see is fights. And I'm gonna always stick up. Like I said, every time she goes for Sakina, I'm gonna go for her. Because I'm gonna teach her how to respect. One day it will come. There is off again. One day it will come. And that day she's gonna turn white. Because she's charcoal. And her daughter's little charcoal. I don't give a fuck. Fuck her and her fucking daughter. Her fucking daughter. That's what I said. Her fucking daughter. Who am I to judge? See how easy it is to fall into sin? The 1 minute I'm talking about God, the next minute I'm talking about her. Because that's how the devil puts you. He doesn't like you to talk about God. He doesn't want you to have crosses on your house. We don't have crosses in our house. And what I was saying before I close up is don't go out and buy those saints. Because once they fall and break, you got to go to the store and buy them again. So your Saint Mary broke, and now you got to go buy her again? Because she's made out of ceramic. And she's got powers, right? Mary was a woman who lived and died just like us. Same blood, same DNA, same everything. So if you don't know it, like a poet, then I don't know what to tell you. There's going to be a day when you're going to stand in front of God. And when you stand in front of God and He tells you, you did this, and you know you did it, and you can't lie, because in the Bible it says it clearly. God is going to show you a video of your life. And everything you do in private, He's going to show everything. Masturbation is a sin. I don't do that. I don't need to. I got a man, a husband. Takes very good care of me. I'm drinking the vitamin E now. I think I'm going to the hospital tomorrow again. But anyway, now that I've done told you about all that, I just understand that people don't understand that Jesus was a black man. Black. His hair's made of wool. Bible says it clearly. He was a black man. And if you would read the Bible, you would know that, guys. So read the Bible. Learn about who was the real first woman that was born. It wasn't Eve. It was Lilith. And the devil wasn't in love with her. Lucifer wasn't in love with her. And God destroyed her. And that's when everything went crazy. I drank the whole pack. I love him. You were like, how can you drink down? I love him. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Well, you go. Well, people are gonna come through this video. There's a couple of people already. Three, one of the five, then three, because they rather see a fight than hear about God. When I went into when the day that I got that devil off me was the day that I ran into church on my knees, and the pastor boy he grabbed that rosary and broke it in pieces. He told me, "You want this?" I said, "Nope," and he said, "I'm breaking it," and he broke it and he threw it in the garbage. We don't use rosaries. We don't use something with God hanging on us. We don't want to keep seeing him like that. But anyway, I hope I entertained you. Me and Daddy love you. Thank you, Mom. I enjoyed it. Did you, baby? I'm so happy. I'll always be happy to talk about God, girl. Always. I can tell you where what to find what. Read Psalms 91. When you're feeling depressed, read Psalms 91. It will make you feel so much better. I'm telling you. That's when I feel down, I go straight to um Psalms 91 and it lifts me up again and lets me breathe again. Like I'm like, okay, I'm good again. Let me just say this. And I also do the 20 that everybody does. You know, now as I walk by the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Because why? Because God is with me. That's why I don't fear anybody or anything. Peace out, guys. Mama loves you.